Across the nation and right here in the Rogue Valley, homelessness is a major issue. According to the Rogue Valley Council of Governments' 2009 homeless survey, there are over 899 homeless individuals in Southern Oregon, as compared with 466 in 2008. Of these individuals, 63% reported that they had been homeless for a year or more. Of those surveyed, over 13% represented homeless families with children, and times are not getting any easier for families. As of December 2008, Oregon's foreclosure rate had increased 143%, according to the Portland Business Journal. Oregon's unemployment rate jumped to 12.1% in March, an increase from 7% 6 months prior. Although these numbers may not directly correlate to homelessness, they do provide justification for the rise in homelessness in the Rogue Valley. The question to ask is, where are these people to go once they find themselves in this predicament? Connie Saldano of the Rogue Valley Council of Governments says the first step is to talk with a caseworker.
For instance, if they're very low income, chances are they're receiving TANF, which is welfare. Their case manager could help them find resources. If they are disabled, they could go to DAZZLE. I mentioned DAZZLE before. And DAZZLE would help them find some solutions in the interim until they could get permanent housing. They could go to Access and get some assistance in the meanwhile, food and things like that. And there are just wherever someone would go for other assistance, they would probably be able to refer or help them get started.
Antoine Baker, a junior at Southern, has faced homelessness firsthand. Growing up in Los Angeles, Antoine and his 10 siblings spent most of their time dealing with the struggles of transient living.
In Los Angeles, I was pretty much homeless from my sophomore year to my senior year to freshman year of college. I mean, we basically, what my dad provided us for us at the time was basically kind of a RV, really, and we kind of moved around from shelter to shelter. And I'm from a family of 10. So it's kind of real tough, because there's times that, we didn't take showers. There's times where we didn't get enough food for ourselves and, things like that. And to go to school in North Hollywood with kids of 5,000 people, that's kind of a lot of people try to keep it from. But luckily, me being the guy I am, it was pretty much okay. And, some people dealt with it pretty fine. And, my family and I seemed to deal with it fine. And, got to get through obstacles in life. A lot of emotional breakdowns, girls, especially our sisters, guys, I think we're trying to grow up to be men, and we kind of understand the situation more. But girls, they need their space. They need their hair products, and they want to be able to take a shower and stay clean. And, so it was more like the girls had more of a fidge than the guys did in the family.
Locally, families battling poverty and homelessness have resources available to keep them together through their struggle.
Well, we have a range of services in our community that go all the way from shelter, which is what you would need if you were just coming off the street. There's a continuum that goes from sheltering all the way through permanent housing. Shelters are provided by organizations such as Salvation Army, St. Vincent de Paul. In Medford, we have the Men's and Women's Gospel Mission shelters. And all the way up through permanent housing for low-income people, which primarily is provided by the Housing Authority of Jackson County. St. Vincent's allows families, and Salvation Army's transitional shelter is for families. And they also have a program for single women, and they have a program for veterans. But there are some, those are transitional shelters for families.
The most important part of keeping families together is to keep hope alive.
Oh, well, for sure. I mean, most people consider homelessness a temporary situation. It's a matter of getting plugged into the right resources and basically working. Whether your work is actual work where you're earning money, or whether you receive a Social Security check and your work is going from agency to agency to find the appropriate resource for you, you just have to keep at it. And I would say, yeah, hope is very appropriate.
Because you want to better your situation, and, it was kind of hard on my dad and my mom, but, at the end of the results, they put seven of us through high school with high school diplomas, and 4 or 5 of us in college and 2 of them graduating. So it was a struggle. It was tough. I can't stress enough how tough it is. At times, when I go back home, I go back home to Los Angeles, and it's just, it's still tough. Not everybody's going through the best, but economically, I think everybody's hurt right now. So, so we're all facing struggles right now. But I'm sure it'll turn for the best. So when I go home, it's just kind of like, it's like, wow, we're doing okay. We have a house. It's only 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, I think. But I'm just happy for my parents and my mom, my dad, and the girls, the little babies that's growing up, and my brothers. We all can smile now. Even though most of us are kind of like out the house now. We try to still stick together as a family. We made it. And I'm just gonna continue my education and be a better person and continue to to go strong, man.